going. Okay. Oh, wait, now it's live. There was some sort of error. Okay. Oh, I think we're good now. Okay, there was some sort of error with the Streamlabs that wasn't cooperating with me, but I think we are now live, so...
Oh, we are live.
Okay, good, we're live. So in that case, it
See
is
that we're
now
live.
working. Okay, good. Welcome in, chat. Good evening. And I suppose, yeah, it's not even the afternoon here on the Pacific Coast. It's just good evening in general because it's a late tip-off. I'm here. This is Ritz. I got Fran with me. We are going to take you to the end of the night as far as Wednesday night and sports goes. Here with Duke going to visit NC State. Our Blue Devils wearing the Gothic jerseys, the Brotherhood Gothic jerseys tonight, which are absolutely lit. I think we can all agree.
Yeah,
We're
these are awesome.
yeah, we're also testing a new scoreboard feature here on the channel, trying something slightly different tonight. The clock should be automatic because I don't want to have to change the clock. So we're going to try to take the clock from ESPN, from the Gamecast, but everything else we will update for you as things happen. So you should be able to have a live stats update of all the players. And if this is slightly successful tonight, we'll probably start adding more columns to this thing. Like currently it's just points and fouls. We'll think about doing rebounds and such, but it's there's only one, like it's just me like working this thing manually, so it's super scuffed, but we'll see how it goes. So that is a way to keep everybody updated with the latest on the game. um and yeah, so we're almost ready to roll. Fran, this is always a bit of a bizarre matchup here with Duke and NC State. Um, because it's the big one obviously is Duke Carolina, right? And then we've
That
got
would,
these other Tobacco Road rivals here just down the road with NC State. And then God forbid like the Wake Forest people come in and they're like, "Oh, we're rivals too." And they're like, "No, you're not. No, you're not." So but we don't actually, this isn't actually a rivalry, but it is a bit of a like I don't even know what to call this thing.
I would just call it one of those games where you don't have to drive very far to
Yeah,
play the
it's one of
opponent.
the games
It's
where you just
really
don't
all it is.
you don't have
It's
to drive very far.
They want to make it out to be a rivalry game. It's not. We will never consider them rivals because to be a rival, it has to be actually like a challenge. It has to be you have to put up a fight and you actually have to be able to compete for titles against us. That hasn't ever really happened for NC State. Never probably will. I mean, granted, they're a great program, everything like that, respect it. But just not to the level of like a Duke UNC, obviously.
No, I mean,
I think like Duke UNC, I would even say like a Duke Notre Dame game sometimes carries more weight than an NC State game, personally, or like a Clemson. I don't know.
well, maybe
But
the Duke Notre
that
Dame one.
being said,
Yeah, yeah.
trap game.
Trap game. Wait a second. What are we being trapped? Why? Like the game on Saturday is against Virginia Tech. It's not
No,
like
this always going to NC State is precarious. It's not like a rivalry, but they always give us a hard time.
okay, that I agree with you. So I still have this memory, and it's not always in PNC, actually. It happens in Cameron, too. By the way, NC State is coming back to Cameron they're going to play a home and away this season. And so NC State will come back to Cameron in 2 weeks, actually. And I have this, like, ingrained memory in my head of, like, being in the front row there for the Jason Tatum game where he dribbled it off his foot, and that was the end of the game. When we had the possession at the very end, and I was like, well, that's a great way to end it.
What was that one player that played for
Yeah, it
NC
was their
State?
guard. He went off for like 30.
Yes.
I can't and I
Yes.
can't remember
It
his
was like
name.
2 or 3 years. It was
Oh,
miserable playing against him.
miserable playing against. If Justin or Eric show up, they'll definitely like key us in as to who it was. And as we are underway here from PNC Arena, and the tip-off is actually going to go to NC State's Markel Johnson, being guarded by Trey Jones, and good active hands there by Trey, going to poke that one out. So NC State going to have to. But he plays in the NBA, or he plays in the G League now, actually. And I can't remember exactly who it is, but once you come up with the name, like we'll absolutely know like who it is. So NC State now driving into the lane there, and that is Devon Daniels going to score 2 for NC State. So give Daniels 2, and let's see if we can actually make this scoreboard work for us. So that should be 2 points for Daniels and 2 points for NC State. And the starters on the floor here for the Blue Devils, Matthew Hurt, and he's going to go for 3 and hit off the back iron. Matthew Hurt, Trey Jones, Cassius Stanley, Jordan Goldwire, and Vernon Carey. Good to see Vernon Carey back in the lineup as Matthew Hurt blocks Devon Daniels from behind. But CJ Bryce actually ends up getting the putback 4-0 here. Wolfpack in the early going. And Trey Jones now driving into the middle of the lane. Trey Jones, slept runner, but I thought that was goaltending. No?
That was a foul.
That was it was a foul
totally
at Bates, but
yeah.
I think the first one was goaltending.
Let me ask you, did you make the Duke D on the scoreboard script to match the jerseys, or is that just the one you...
Oh, buddy, come on. There is no such thing as an accident on this stream. Actually, that's not true. There's a lot of
definitely
accidents.
Not true.
That is really not true.
That in of itself is an accident.
There are very few accidents on stream. There's a lot of technical production problems that, what fun would the stream be without fun, live technical production problems? But yes, it does match. And Trey Jones makes 1 of 2 there at the line as we're just making final adjustments here. Trey Jones going to get his 1 point, and it's going to be 4-1 Blue Devils. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul, Matthew. Matthew, buddy, what are you doing, Matthew?
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're that far out there.
Matthew just kind of stood there. He's like, I'm just going to stand here. Here.
Really odd.
Yeah, Duke with the possession arrow, so the scoreboard is accurate for y'all. And inbounding now is Funderburk, which is quite a fun name to pronounce. DJ Funderburk. We have a DJ and a CJ, which I don't even know where I was
could
going.
be his DJ name.
I don't even. Yeah, Funderburk could be his DJ. I don't even know where I was going to go for that, but you bailed me out. It's a rebound down to the Blue Devils off the miss by NC State. Vernon Carey and Matthew Hurt basically splitting that rebound if they could share it like you share tackles in the NFL. And Cassius Stanley just turns that ball over. He's trying to get it down low to Vernon Carey. Good is a willing passer, but poorly executed.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that pass. To be
honest. Boy, that almost looked like a travel, but it's going to be.
That was really nice.
2 more for Markel Johnson here. 6-1 NC State in the early going, almost 2 minutes burned out. Keats' team is looking good here.
That was a really nice move. Going right down the middle. It's been a great finish too. Difficult finish. You can see that they came to play today.
Yeah. Oh, they were trying to get Matthew Hurt actually posting down low. Vernon Carey going to go too strong and calling a foul on Hurt. Is that correct?
That's 2.
Wait a sec. So that would be 2 fouls on Matthew Hurt in the early going. We saw him in the Carolina game. He had 3 fouls right off the bat. Didn't play in the first half. Just that was a miserable game for Matthew.
Now, I'm not really sure if Matthew is a person that himself, it's difficult for him not to foul. I mean, some players just have foul trouble issues. And
well, you would hope.
Or it's just that he's consistently exposed.
Defensively, but that wasn't even a defensive
by the opposing
foul.
Team. Agreed.
I do think
But for UNC, I think that was a defense. I think that's a coaching.
Well, the defensive foul there is Devon. Jeez, goes in again. He's got 4 points. 8-1 NC State here. Devon Daniels averaging 16 points per game. One of the interesting things about this NC State team, kind of like Florida State, who we played earlier, you don't really know where the scoring is going to come from on any given night. They have a rather balanced scoring. Here's Goldwire off in the corner. Wow, that did not go well.
Yeah, that was a classic Goldwire 3.
That was not good from Goldwire. Is the lineup here? We've had our first set of substitutes here for the Blue Devils with Wendell Moore and Jack White in the game as Devon Daniels hits another one. It's a highlight reel for NC State at the moment.
This is
I'm not panicking. Right now. This is, well, all right.
Is this the last game that we've casted since UNC?
No, we did together? Florida State and Notre Dame.
No, but I didn't do one of those, right?
Oh yeah. The two of us together. Nice rebound there by Vernon Carey, who can't get the stick back, but he will get fouled. And
I was gonna say maybe we're bad luck, but like
No.
at the same time, like UNC, like we won that game and it's not bad luck. So maybe we're just slow starters.
We are just look when we're on the road games in the ACC. Of course, NC State geared up, ready to play, came out to play. Of course, they've won 2 out of the last 3 meetings against us. So like they're a confident team when Duke shows up to play.
Correct.
Yeah, like as you said earlier, they're just like really annoying. They're just really annoying.
And here we have Vernon Carey at the free throw line. He's been averaging 19.7 a game, and he misses the second free throw there.
Misses the second
put us
free
at
throw.
A nice 2 even points. And we have not hit a shot from the field.
Nope, but that was
an air ball from NC State.
Air ball from NC State.
Blows finally have happened.
Oh, we can talk about this Cavaliers Bayline thing
at the Bayline at the TV timeout.
At the TV timeout.
Yeah, I got some.
You got something for us from the NBA, from the association? Yeah. All right. So Goldwire now at the top of the key gets it back to Trey Jones. Nice pass inside to Vernon Carey. Vernon Carey with the left hand can't finish there. Just wow, he should have just taken that to the rim. And Devon from the outside thought about the 3, closed by Trey Jones, and now Jack White up ahead. NC State resets his offense. Jack White being driven on, and will get a foul drawn.
Called that, really?
Wow, that is bad.
Wow, hold on. League may. Do you see that?
Which one?
For the G League stream, this may affect our G League streams. They may be using the format of the NBA All-Star Game, the final game, and be implementing it within the G League.
Oh, where they like do all the
which
scores?
Which means the fourth quarter happens and it's first to
first to the points. Yo, that would be so hyped. Oh, I thought.
And I think
so what did
really
you think
cool.
about the All-Star format?
I think it's great.
Yeah, I thought it's extremely
exciting. Cool. It made it a pickup game.
It made it a pickup game.
Yeah, although it was like literally like, hey, we're playing to 21. All right, let's go.
I do agree that you shouldn't be allowed to win on a free throw.
Yeah, that BS.
Yeah,
not possible.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre, right?
It's just that's very silly.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this is how I viewed it as like having played basketball, playing pickup. I literally viewed it as Giannis and LeBron. There's 20 of them on a court. They pick their teams. I want you first. I want them first. And they just went out there and like balled out for like 2 hours on the court, right?
Pretty much.
And at the last quarter, they're like, all right, let's just play to 21. That's it. Like, that's how I viewed it in my head. And I think it was really entertaining. And if you're viewing it like that in your head, there's no way you'd ever have a free. I mean, nobody shoots free throws and pick up. Not saying that they should completely take it out.
Right.
Foul each other. But yeah, I don't think you should be able to win on a free throw, especially if it should be like not even, because you could still win by 2 on a free throw, but you have to win by 2.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. All right, so this Jim Beilein situation, super interesting, right? Because Beilein from Michigan, very successful college coach, so it's relevant.
Yeah.
Very successful coach at Michigan, multiple Final Four teams. I think that's accurate, but multiple tournament teams,
yes.
Right? And had. Even as was it last season or the season before?
No, he's had two teams in the final.
Right.
In the past like 3 or 4 years. Granted, he never won.
No, he didn't win.
But
still,
they got there. Right?
And then and he goes off and does this NBA stint, a Cleveland of all places, and, and like doesn't make it the whole season.
Let's start off right on the bat. Cleveland's probably the worst destination like ever for anything. Just in general, like the NBA, and I'm
unless
so sorry
LeBron was there, which he's not.
Unless LeBron was there, yeah. But it has that like weird eerie curse that like, oh, like ever since LeBron will never be that good again. Jim Boeheim, I think in that decision was his first mistake.
Beilein.
Beilein. Sorry. The second mistake is I feel like he didn't call anybody or ask anybody how it is to coach in the NBA. Like he's got to have friends. There's got to be someone that he knows. He's got to be able to call Coach K, John Calipari, someone, or call. I mean, Popovich would never pick up the phone, but like,
or he wouldn't talk very much.
Yeah, or wouldn't talk that. Yeah, it's tough.
Well, like tough.
You can't, like, players were literally coming out saying he was treating them like college kids and
Oh
like
my
going
goodness,
through like
really?
college drills. Yes, like college drills, like structure, like he didn't understand the offense, the defense. Like, yes, I get it that there's a difference, but I also think that's on him. I mean, sometimes two jobs don't work out and nothing can happen, and then you go part your separate ways. But I think at the end of the day, it was kind of his mistake. He didn't do his due diligence or did not adapt. And wow, we just saw Goldwire go right down
Wendell.
Wendell, sorry, go right down the entire court for a coast to coast finish.
Yeah. Sports drama here in chat saying horrible start. I totally agree. It is not only a horrible start, a slow start, but it is a horrible start. That's our first bucket in like 6-7 attempts.
Oh, that's just our first bucket.
Yeah, Vernon Carey working here on Funderbunk. Funderbunk going in low with the right hand. Vernon Carey being very disruptive there. Funderbunk misses it, and that's just going to be tough to say all night long. Say that 3 times fast. Goldwire finds Jack White in the corner. No shot to be had. Back outside to Wendell. Calls for the screen from Carey. Carey, screen on Daniels. Wendell going to take this in. He's got Goldwire up top. Thought Goldwire could have shot it, and it's a turnover.
So you see what they're doing there? Like, I wish I could almost like take that play back and pause it. Right when Wendell puts the screen up and calls the screen, both men will go up and guard and switch, and he'll hedge. What the other person is doing that is guarding Goldwire is sitting on the block. So, like, you can't do anything because sorry, but Goldwire is not a threat from the outside.
Yeah, so like if that play happens again, we'll show it up, and then you can walk us through exactly how it is, because we're not going to get a replay of it, unfortunately.
You're right.
Markel Johnson goes in, drives into the paint, no resistance from the Blue Devils, and Johnson's got 4 points. Duke always starts slow, and then they just don't drive enough. Here, the shot from the outside by Wendell is no good. What I hope is we don't fall in love with the 3, because what Eric would say is that when we start going behind, we not only do we miss more 3-pointers, but we end up
nice.
Not nice. Not only do we miss more 3-pointers, but we just end up taking more 3-pointers and basically play ourselves out of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I hope we kind of take the UNC approach to this. I mean, UNC, we didn't shoot at all.
Yeah, we didn't shoot at all.
So maybe it's in other games, but wow, I didn't know Markel Johnson is that good.
Yeah, one of their best players here. So it's quite a matchup between.
That's actually a really good matchup between both of them. Do you know how old Markel is?
Yeah, I do. Johnson is a senior, so there you go. Johnson, the senior, against Trey Jones, the sophomore, and it remains to be seen whether NC State, as we're saying in chat here, can actually sustain the momentum and actually play the full 40 minutes. A lot of times we see teams come out, and here's Trey Jones just going to pick and pop. There we go, Trey Jones, nicely done. Finally, there's a highlight. There's something to show after the game is over. Trey Jones from 3.
I was going to say, NC State's letting us back into it. They've had at least.
Oh, that's a brick off the front iron.
Besides that foul there, but I think that's 4 or 5 straight possessions where it started from that air ball. Ever since that air ball, they haven't scored since, and they've taken bad shots, taken contested jumpers. So it's definitely going. This is not bad for us.
Yeah,
this is a really gutsy 3-pointer.
Yeah, it is. Hold on. There we go. That's gonna be. Well, that'll be the replays. That'll be the replays. I'll have it right next time. I promise. We'll do better. I messed it up. Duke needs to go inside. So we have tried to go inside to Carey. It hasn't quite been working there, as Bates makes 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and Duke now with possession. Duke on the floor. Moore, Jones, Javin, Cassius Stanley, and Alex O'Connell. So actually going with a bit of a smaller lineup here, as O'Connell's going to shoot this one from the outside, and that's too far. Javin, nice weak side rebound there. Not looking to go back up with it. The cutting O'Connell! Yes, he does!
Nice.
Beautifully done. O'Connell with 2 points on the cut.
You love to see the effort too. Also,
off his own miss.
Off your own miss, hustling, cutting to the basket. That was great hustle. Good job from McConnell. To be honest with you, I kind of like this small small lineup.
So we've done this small lineup before. We did this against Virginia Tech, and there's a block by Stanley. And Stanley, that gives that one right to O'Connell. It's finally a block that lands in the hands of the Blue Devils. Tre Jones in his own house. Blocked from behind by NC State.
That was a really nice block that was great defense from NC State.
Wait, where's the turnover, though? What?
It, like, skipped for me. I didn't really see it. Oh, my God. I think I need to sneeze. I need to mute my mic.
Yeah, it's gotten a little slow on that side. Yeah. It's actually not your fault. It's ESPN's fault. Blame ESPN, chat. Everybody blame ESPN, Sean. All right, NC State, as Duke is now on a run. There's another turnover. Almost. Great hands by Delorier, but this one is going to stay with NC State. 12:15 to go here. NC State leading 14-9 and got out to a 12-2 start, actually, NC State did. And now Duke is on a 7-2 run going the opposite direction. So our Blue Devils finally managing to calm things down. Matthew Hurt, the early storyline here with 2 fouls, is on the bench as we have now gone small, except Vernon Carey now back in the game, subbed in for Wendell Moore. And NC State there, Bryce, trying to go up and shoot. And no, that is going to stay with NC State. We haven't quite hit the...
They're getting all these 50-50 balls.
Well, at least we're doing something right.
No, I know. Yeah. And Adam, completely agree with the B team. The subs always playing hard, playing with hustle. It's great.
Yeah, I wouldn't really call them the B team. I don't really want to call our own team but they are they're coming in off the bench. They're role players. They're role players.
Subs.
I think we give credit to Bates for that one on the putback as NC State gets a soft one to go. We'll check that stat when we hit the under 12 timeout. Vernon Carey there's the high screen by Carey. Tre Jones back out to Carey. Carey going to think about 3. Carey going to shoot 3. Carey going to in and out from 3. Rebound to Stanley. No, rebound to NC State. And that's Johnson. Johnson now going the other way with it. Going to try the alley-oop. It hits the front of the rim. And then Devon Daniels now with the rebound. Almost looked like Tre Jones's intentional miss.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
That was really bad by NC State. Devon Daniels can't get it to go. Rebounded Blue Devils. There we go. Tre Jones going the other way with it. Tre Jones, O'Connell, the mid-range jump shot. No! This should be over the back. It should be over the back. Yes, and it will be.
Why do you take that jump shot?
Well, he's hit them before. He's hit them from that spot.
I know, but it's like the most dangerous jump shot you can take, in my opinion. It's like that one step in, 10 feet from the basket, and all the pressure's on you.
Let's see, 12. So that's the alley-oop miss.
Yeah, that alley-oop miss was pretty poor.
So wishing they could put Robinson in for Duke. Oh man, if Robinson could get more PT, that would be something pretty special, actually. All right, let's double check. I think that is a foul on Funderburg. And yes, that is a foul on Funderburg there, right on the rebound. So we'll make sure we have this fully updated for you all. Funderburg, Bryce, and Bates. Yep, okay, so we're good there. 16-9 here, NC State in the early going, as the Blue Devils have struggled on the road in PNC Arena. Just wanted to welcome in all the viewers, wherever they may be. U.S., Argentina, Australia. We've had people from everywhere. This is Relive Sports, your home for all things sports on YouTube and Twitch. And, of course, here, all things Duke Blue Devils. So, Fran, we're just sort of been out of sorts. It just hasn't flowed.
So the way how I'd kind of just view this game is that, it's very similar with a lot of ACC away games. I think it pretty much happened in Clemson this year too. It's like the first 5 to 10 minutes of every single game is the other team's always going to come out hot, always going to want to push the ball. They're locked in. They're going to run their sets. They have basically their plays designed. Coaches do that for the first few possessions, exactly what you're going to run, get points on the board, make plays like that. Simple. NC State did a really good job, and we honestly did a terrible job weathering the storm and playing to their level. But what we're able to do now is slowly chop back into that lead and actually get down to the game. I just think they were more ready than us. They had just more effort right off the bat. I don't think there's tactics. I don't think there's matchups that you can really put down to the slow start. I think it's just genuinely a slow start, unfortunately, for the Blue Devils.
Adam, thank you very much for the subscription over there. He's from New Mexico. We'd love to see the Duke Nation showing up strong.
Hey, welcome back, Airhead.
Oh, Airhead, welcome back. Indeed, great to have the regulars back in chat. Great to have Duke Nation showing up, all our Blue Devil fans.
We love it.
Love it. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird to play on a Wednesday, too. Most of our games have not been on Wednesday. Most have been Tuesday games, actually. I think there's only been like 2 or 3 ACC games on Wednesday. Louisville just played and just walloped Syracuse, like, bad. Like, really bad. So that actually, here's the interesting thing. Duke came into this game top of the ACC. But with Louisville's win over Syracuse, granted they were at home, Louisville now is 13-3. So Duke has to keep up with the pace here. We cannot afford to drop a game because we also have lost a tiebreaker against Louisville. And Adam, a Dookie since the Bobby Hurley era.
Wow.
Woo! Love it.
That's predating us. You should be doing the show.
And the inbound here, as we come in out of the under 12 timeout, Duke down by 7, looking to get something going. Here, once again, the high screen by Carey. There's the roll. NC State doing a good job defending it. Trey Jones trying to put up the shot. Vernon Carey struggling for the rebound. No foul calls or anything. Just lands in the hands of NC State. And here's Devon. Devon going in, needs some help defense. Devon gets fouled by O'Connell.
How many fouls do we have? I feel like we fouled them every single drive.
Oh, luckily we are keeping score here. We have 5 fouls, and everybody in chat is being kept up to date. Chat, I hope you enjoyed the scoreboard. We're gonna change probably the color scheme a little bit next week or next game.
Next year.
Next year, no, not next year. Devon hits the first one, and he's got 9 points there. As he's going to take his second shot at the line. As Airhead was saying, yeah, it's usually a Tuesday, Sunday thing. Also, this late start, I think we could just say we were a little sleepy.
It doesn't do well. Yeah, it doesn't.
A little sleepy.
Don't do well in the late starts either.
Yeah. NC State now managing to double us up here, 18-9. I am still not panicking because this is still not a problem.
Yeah.
Jordan Goldwire, Alex O'Connell, Vernon Carey, Wendell Moore, and Trey Jones on the floor for our Blue Devils as Wendell is going to drive in strong, trying to get it to go off the glass. Can't get it, but the putback is there by Carey. Right place, right time.
One thing that I want to see Wendell kind of work on in his game more in his career at Duke is that when that extra man comes over from Carey, just drop it off.
Just drop it. Oh, my goodness. What a play. Devon.
Beautiful finish from him.
Devon has 12 points here in the first quarter. He's got more than half of NC State's points by himself. And here's going to be Wendell again. Wendell at the top of the key. Gives it to Carey. Carey now driving in strong. Carey going to... Oh, that should be a foul! What? What? And now they're going to call a foul on Goldwire?
Yeah, that is
garbage.
Anything should have been a jump ball, I feel like.
Yeah, that should have been that is the effort.
I'd love to see a replay of that.
Wow, okay, we're not going to get that. Let's catch up with chat here. Only problem with Duke, in my opinion, is their consistency. Can we consistently hit from outside the arc and play well on the defensive end? Yeah. Fran, I have thoughts here, but I'll let you have it.
Yeah, I mean, so I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Wow, what a behind-the-back pass, and what a finish by NC State. Funderburg.
They're dogging us right now. I mean, they just want it more. The crowd's behind them and everything right now. I'll get to your comment in a second.
Camden, we'll definitely get to that because I have thoughts on this one. As Duke, though, still struggling here. Vernon Carey down low in the post. That's the and one we wanted to see.
Baby. Muscles. Let's go.
Tank down low. Just turned around with the left hook.
Camden, I'm going to agree with you pretty much on all your points, and I'm also going to agree with you on the fact that it's been a problem with a lot of our past teams, and kind of stick on that point more than anything else. I think it's actually a problem of the one-and-done era. I feel like a lot of teams throughout the leagues, when they get one-and-done players, are genuinely very inconsistent. It's very hard to get them to play consistently, not only just shooting, but specifically on the defensive end. And I think that's kind of the problem. If you remember when we had Shire, Singler, Smith, when we had all of them, that team that stays for that long, always give effort, always play defense. And there you have an NC State player, who is it? Johnson, knocking down
the
a
senior,
three, bringing it up to 25.
Talking about staying for a while. There's the senior,
Yeah,
as Vernon Carey missed. That's his and one free throw. So now NC State by 12 to the outside. Trey Jones had an opportunity for 3, but will take a step inside, and he will miss a mid-range jump shot, which he's usually money from. Here's Johnson again trying to get this out. No, that goes outside to Helms. And just going to reset the offense here is Johnson on Joey Baker. This is a bit of a mismatch here, friend. And Johnson going to take a step outside, and he is feeling it. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. The roll inside by Carey. Carey gets his own.
All right, put it back in. All right. Oh, my God.
Jeez. NC State is just out on a tear. We're trying to silence the crowd here at PNC. By the way, it looks like the NC State students actually showed up. It's okay because they're never in class anyway, so I suppose it's a late night.
Also feel like it's been an extremely fluid basketball game, a lot.
Oh,
yeah, seriously,
goodness.
Sports drama. It's starting to become some drama here.
No. Duke, do not panic. Chat, do not panic.
All right, I will not panic
this is
until
this is not the time
left.
to panic.
I will panic at 10 minutes left in the second half.
No, we have seen crazier things.
That's when I started slightly getting worried about UNC. I was like, this isn't looking that good.
Down 23 points with 9 minutes to go at Louisville, which is a much better quality team last year. Yeah. We were down twice to UNC, all right, with down by 5 with 6 seconds to go. Come on. This is it's a 13-point game. Look, here, okay, how much time we have left? We're at the under 8 timeout. All right, if you're Duke, this is the playbook right now. You have just got to get this thing into single digits by halftime, and just get into the locker room because it just hasn't worked for us. It just hasn't worked for us. All right, so we're just and you know what's gonna happen is that when they do the silly halftime interview, they're gonna interview Coach Shire or something, and it's because we're just not giving effort, and the effort just isn't there. All right, so it's the intensity and the energy. Kay's going to talk about the energy. In his post-game press conference, I guarantee you, the first sentence out of his mouth is going to say, well, actually, the first sentence out of his mouth is going to be, wow, they're a really good team. Because that's what we say about all our opponents, because that's just how it is. We respect the opponents. The second sentence out of his mouth is going to be they just had more energy and we couldn't match it, early on in the game. And so we find ourselves down 13. College basketball talk. The situation is that NC State just can't miss a basket at this point.
Yeah, I think it's was it? Yeah, it was
Devon Daniels with 12.
Devon Daniels.
Markel Johnson with 10. And I'm pretty sure the stats are accurate that we're tracking them here on the board for you. So.
Also, just a small semantics or however you pronounce it. The possession arrow on the screen, I would personally get rid of the arrow portion. Just right, Duke, because it's pointing at nothing.
It's pointing at. Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Okay, well, it's supposed to be that direction.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm gonna take that one as a commentator fail. That was pretty bad. I did not notice that at all. I did not.
Oh my god! It's okay. You're already doing better than Seth Greenberg and whoever the other guy is that's doing the ESPN broadcast.
Sure. I can hear it on the TV outside. They're just screaming.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know what they say half the time.
We're a 2-half team. I think we're really just a 1-half team.
Second half team.
Yeah, just a second half. Oh, I think you meant second half.
Yeah, he meant second half team.
Okay, my bad.
Look, okay, so on Camden's point, though, you talked about the shooting consistency. I'm going to talk about the defensive consistency.
It was bad. It's bad.
Because this has been an issue of late. And so remember when we started the year and Duke was like, oh, we forced more turnovers than the opponent has made shots. Oh, nice shot there by Jordan Goldwire, and get him on the board there with 2 points. And so, like, we started the season with our opponents turning the ball, giving the ball more to us than they put it in the basket. That should have been a foul by Johnson. I don't know what the heck they're calling there, and that's an outside shot. Is not going to go. The
Ooh.
rebound down to Tre Jones. He gets fouled coming down. I believe that foul is going to be against Bryce. But we haven't been able to sustain that level of defense, and it's come and gone, I feel like, from time to time, because we've blown out teams in the ACC by 30 plus points. So, like, clearly that's when our defense is clicking and the defense is turning into offense, and the Duke machine, it's beautiful. Like, that was the Notre Dame game, right? It was just beautiful to watch. And Joey Baker's drive into the middle of the paint is totally not beautiful to watch.
I am such a Joey Baker fan. It's unbelievable, but it's just like I'm waiting to see the birth of the rebirth of Grayson Allen.
Oh,
like that's really what I think Joey Baker is like. His game is really similar.
Well, he does have that grit and toughness. He
has the grit and toughness, and he
look.
can drive, and he's pretty athletic, and he can shoot.
Yeah.
Very similar games.
He's kind of taller,
I think
though.
He's bigger.
Taller than
I think
Grayson.
he's bigger than Grayson.
Yeah. Yeah, the refs really not favoring us here. That was a foul call, I think, against Javin. It's going to be a one-on-one for Devon and NC State. I added to the points? What? I did. Whoops.
Yeah.
That one. 3-0. There we go.
Thank you, Jason.
Jason,
appreciate
thanks.
it. Thank you very much.
As I actually didn't even see who got that one there. I got distracted. So we're going to be 2 points off. Somebody on NC State scored 2 points. We'll figure that out when we hit another timeout. Oh, that was almost a turnover by Javin as Joey Baker goes to goal wire. Javin trying to post up low. Actually, Wendell also trying to post up low. And Tre Jones is going to shoot it from 3. Tre Jones can't get that one to go. Rebound down to NC State's Bryce. And NC State now taking it the other way. And Devon working on Delorier. I actually don't like this lineup on the floor at all.
Yeah,
it's Baker, Delorier, Wendell.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, Goldwire and Tre Jones. As Tre Jones tries to go for the rebound. Rebound does end up in the hands of Wendell Moore. I thought that was going to be a foul against NC State. Wendell Moore, Jordan. Goldwire, think about it. Shoot it. Layup. No. Put back. No good either. Javin. Oh, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, missing layups at the basket, not helping the Duke cause at all here. NC State coming around the corner. NC State shot. No, that's another brick there. Brick by Beverly as the rebound goes down to Tre Jones, and I've lost my pen.
Yeah, this has been like the worst 2 minutes.
This has been a terrible sequence for
both
teams. Tre Jones can't get that layup to go either with the right hand off the backboard.
I think he got blocked.
I don't know. No, that was just the backboard.
It was? Okay.
It's more dignified that way. Oh, man.
But I just don't really understand the Duke lineup right now. You have 2 people that can shoot threes, not even 1.
Yeah, this is I don't think we've ever seen this lineup, actually. It's quite bizarre.
Where,
because you can't really post down low. There's a moving screen.
Yeah, if I'm sitting here and I'm Coach K, I was like, I need a spark. I'm going to put it, no disrespect. I've always tried to be as respectful as I possibly can to the players. But, I'm going to put in Javin Delorier, and I'm going to put in, Moore, and I'm going to, no. And Goldwire, they can't shoot. Maybe he's looking for a defensive spark. Maybe he's looking for
that's it. Right? I think
that's probably
what I think you hit it. He's looking for the defensive spark. He's looking for the defense to trigger some bit of Duke offense here. And actually, the score is 31-17. We'll sort out the scoreboard here in a second. Vernon Carey, just too much to handle down low. And again, Johnson can't get the soft roll. Hits every part of the rim, but no.
We got.
Duke gives it up. Can't corral the rebound.
I was gonna say we got so lucky off that extra bounce on the backboard, so he couldn't even get the rebound. But yeah, I think you're right. He's got to establish the defense.
Yep. NC State here trying to take a 3 from the outside. Oh, Jesus.
Jeez.
Helms hits from 3, number 4 for NC State. Why? And here's Wendell Moore. Wendell Moore driving in. Right, a
Nice,
drive
great
by
finish
Wendell.
by Moore.
Great, yeah,
Great
absolutely.
finish.
With the left hand. I actually like him hunting his shot. I don't think he's done it enough. There's the block by Carey. Rebound back, the block right back down to Wendell. And here's
Nice.
Cassius Stanley. Thought about the alley-oop to O'Connell, but he's going to take it himself for the and one and the finish with the left hand.
Woo! Should have passed.
Should have probably passed.
Should have definitely passed. He
Here's
was like
the replay,
under
chat.
the basket.
There's the replay.
That's nice. Very nice.
Stanley finally getting himself on the board here. Points, Carey 9. And Stanley can't finish. It is actually 34-23 at the moment. Like I said, we'll fix that stat here in a second. And Johnson driving in. Johnson going to go alley-oop. No, that rejected by the rim again. NC State can't get the alley-oops to go. Apparently, they just don't know how to throw the lobs. Alex O'Connell on the curl. O'Connell thought about 3, and it's just actually turnover. Turnover by Johnson. Finished by Johnson over Trey Jones. 36-23. As Johnson now has 12. We're making NC State players look really good.
Coach K literally has the same facial expressions I do right now.
Javin down low getting the ball from Wendell. And Javin going to finish? No, Javin can't get the land to go either. And the putback is good. And 1 for Delorier.
And 1, baby. Let's go.
And 1 for Delorier. And we have hit the under 4 timeout. I'm going to fix the stats. Fran, what's going on? Let's catch up with chat here.
Yes, unfortunately, we are losing to an NC State team who did also lose to Boston College. And Logan Gaming, completely agree with you. And I feel like that's kind of the sentiment throughout just chat in general and all the fans watching is that we are definitely a second half team. And it kind of stinks when your team is a second half team and you're watching like just them in general and you're like a fan of them in general, because I feel like it is completely like high blood pressure, like it's not good for your health or anything like that. Just long term, like we're always starting the game down. And here we go, Camden. Yes, Devils all the way, and 100% credit to NC State. They actually are defensively; they're playing us pretty well. I would also have to say that at the end of the day, they're also just hitting shots.
They are just hitting shots,
which is great. But hey, if we amp up that defensive effort, they probably make less, and we actually contest more and does one better in that situation. But we're still only down 10. We really have not been playing well. We haven't really been scoring. I feel like our offense isn't lost, but it's not like I don't understand where the offense is actually supposed to come from.
Well, okay, to your point, I'm going to key off that point though. Like the problem is that like there's no flow to it. It seems it seems accidental. Like,
thank you.
We get the shot. We make a basket. How did that happen? I don't know. It wasn't come off a set. Like, we can't make layups, which doesn't help. But let's go to the team stats here, because you're like the shooting percentage. All right, so here's the storyline. 11 of 34, Duke from the floor. 14 of 29 for NC State. So basically, NC State's got 50% shooting, and we're at 33. And so there you have it. I mean, yeah, it's atrocious shooting. They've actually hit 3 of 5 from three-point land. Our free throws have not shown up at all. 2 of 6, so we've like regressed. That's a regression. That's not good. That's not good. Rebounding, we're even, which is fine, I guess. Actually doing better on the defensive boards. We haven't ever led, which is lovely. And turnovers, actually, you were saying that like it's been a back and forth game. Actually kind of clean from both teams, to be honest. 4 turnovers for Duke, 3 for NC State. It's pretty clean. Both teams being able to score out on the fast break. All right.
Yeah, but I mean, the 3-point shooting that we've had is absolutely atrocious. Just completely is. It's not good. Also, there's times when you can say it's like, yeah, we're just jacking up threes and we're just like, we just shoot the 3 too much and we fall in love with the 3. It's not that. Like,
no, we haven't done that tonight.
Duke actually plays very good basketball on offense. And oh, sorry, I talked over this. I didn't realize. And we get open threes, just simply can't hit them.
Yeah, and Javin.
Like, I don't know what to say about that.
Javin misses the front end, or not even the front end. He just misses the and one shot there. So NC State recovers there the ball, and that should be a kickball by Goldwire, but the refs don't decide to call it, and then that's a travel. Oh my God, that's a travel! Wait a sec, what? Are we watching the same game as the refs?
I think he put the. I don't think he ever picked up his pivot foot. I don't think it was a walk.
What?
Because like when he pivoted the other way, he still had his plant foot down.
That was questionable.
I think it looked worse.
I'm gonna go with highly questionable on that, and Devon misses the free throw there, so ball doesn't lie. He's got 15 plus points in 3 straight games. Yeah, he's also got 15 points in a freaking quarter, a half rather, with 3 minutes to go in the first, and he's got 16 now. 12-point margin. I was thinking you just got to get this thing into single digits. You go into halftime.
Yep.
All right, so we
need single digits.
We need single digits. We need a really good last 3 minutes of this game here. And that's not going to help at all, as Vernon Carey was trying to get this one to O'Connell, but clearly not on the same page. O'Connell started to cut to the basket there, and Carey just tried to hand him the ball. So the Duke offense still all sorts of out of sorts, rather. Carey, there's the high screen, double team again, and Wendell just gives it away. Wow.
It's just like I want to turn my camera off.
Wow. All right.
I'm lost.
There we go. We're about as lost as the team at the moment. So Johnson, NC State taking his sweet time, except Johnson, actually, he's just going to go in, and Vernon Carey's going to pick up that rebound. Trey Jones going to go the other way with it. Trey Jones, and he calls for a double dribble. Wow, we just saying that the turnovers weren't that big a story. 2 back-to-back turnovers here for the Blue Devils. Oh, I know why. Because that one in the upper left, that ref hates Duke. That's why. I'm serious. He's also terrible. That one, the one over, chat, the one next to the NC State.
I know.
That dude, that dude has it out for the Blue Devils, and it's been that way since I was a freaking undergrad, all right? It's been that way for 12 years. And it's another turnover by the Blue Devils. What? Okay. I don't even, oh my God. Devon Daniels with the lay-in off the turnover. Timeout, absolutely. Timeout, K.
Boys.
Ooh, timeout, Duke.
Chat, what's going on?
Wow. We have a problem. Oh my God. Eric is saying it's like we have a weekly allotment of total points and we blew them against Notre Dame. Except the problem is that the week resets on Sunday. So that can't be true, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, Cam, I gotta completely agree with you. I actually just kind of throughout the season, I've always expected Hurton more to be consistent scorers, to be people that can give us at least 10 to 15 points a game, but they're not those players as of right now in their careers to give us 10 to 15 points a game consistently, and it hurts us a lot.
Yeah. I mean, they are just freshmen here. Actually, I'm off by 1 on the fouls. We'll get that sorted out. Coming out of the 30-second timeout here, let's see what Coach K draws up, and it's Trey Jones. Trey Jones going to go in for 2. Trey Jones going to get the 2-point shot there.
It's an incredible shot. It's
I mean,
so
but like, are we really surprised? Like, when you need a shot, like you got to go to Trey Jones, right? Like, oh, that's out of bounds.
Whoa!
Nicely done.
Whoa!
Give me a replay of that.
Is that not a foul?
What team are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for Duke, but I mean, I don't know. It looked like a foul. Call it how it is. Wow, that's a Saturday noon game? Weird.
Kansas Baylor, that should be crazy.
That's weird.
Kansas and Baylor, number 3 against number 1. All right, Trey Jones now driving. Trey Jones inside the paint. He slips, but and is called for a travel on that one.
Well,
Oh
back where we
boy,
started.
Duke now with 8 turnovers. Okay, we definitely jinxed it because at the under 4 timeout they had 4. They've had 4 turnovers in the last 5 or 6 possessions here. So we've just managed to throw this thing away to NC State, who actually hasn't been scoring off the turnovers, but we're missing possessions. We're missing shots at the rim. As Funderburg gives this one back to Devon. Devon gets it down low to Beverly. Beverly now outside being guarded by O'Connell. Screened by Funderburg. O'Connell goes over the top of the screen. Back to Funderburg from Beverly, and Funderburg can't hit, misses the layup. Both teams missing layups, and that's out. They call it out on Carey. Actually, I thought he got kind of lucky there. They could have called it over the back.
That was actually pretty good defense by Duke that time. Hands straight up, everything like that. I mean, he should have made the layup.
Yeah, I don't know. The defense wasn't bad on the shot. I was thinking on the rebound.
Oh yeah, it was bad boxing out.
Yeah, and it's going to be
in general,
a
the
timeout
possession.
by Kevin Keats here for NC State with 53.2 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. Let's make sure we have the fouls. It is 1 on Goldwire, 1 on Stanley.
Are you seeing this? This like ESPN thing?
Offensive,
says,
balanced, defensive.
Yeah, it's not true. We are not offensive at all.
Well, I mean, they could be.
That's crazy that we're top. It says, chat, it says Duke's offense is top 15 in D1 for points per game, field goals, and paint points per game.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe.
Why? When the offense is working, it's actually incredible. Like, it's the Notre Dame thing. The problem is we've just been there's 34% from the field, and NC State is gonna go and Funderburg.
You've seen that one coming from a mile away.
Well, they finally get an alley-oop to go after hitting the rim twice, actually. So Vernon Carey there with a high screen. Actually, that didn't look good. And Goldwire gets rejected by the underside of the rim. So that's not good. That's adding insult to injury after Vernon Carey looked like he got hit in the knee, but he looks like he'll be okay.
And we'll have the final shot at the half here.
Yes, we will have the final shot of the half, and we will bring that one to you. And we're not going to watch that replay.
That was a nice slob.
That's a nice slob. All right, here we go. 20 seconds left on the clock. Here's the final shot of the half. Gonna go to the Blue Devils. It's a 14-point deficit. Let's see if we can get this thing to at least 12 or 11 if we can make the 3. Trey Jones calling for the high screen by Carey. Trey Jones not gonna go in the paint. Trey, a little hesitation move. Trey straight to the basket.
Was so nice.
And then Johnson, he's gonna put up a mid-range half-court shot. Is it gonna go? What is that? Are you kidding me? What? God.
It's not our night, boys.
I'm not even going to show a replay of that.
Yeah, you should.
What?
Pretty nice.
Really?
Yeah, it counts too.
Of course it counts.
I mean, sometimes it doesn't count.
Yeah, he absolutely got it off in time. My God. All right, so this is when you just, as you said, acknowledge that it may not be our night. When you got stuff going like that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is like Seth Greenberg's crazy.
Oh, this is what it is. I was trying to figure out what this was.
Oh, this is a silly win the game in
the first
5 minutes.
Segments. Yeah. It's like what coaches everybody
except
says.
It's totally off because the game is played in 4-minute segments because of the TV timeouts.
Yeah. But
So
it's too many segments.
No, you can have 5. They arbitrarily decided to have 4.
Yeah, it's less. It's way easier.
No, but I'm saying that the thing should actually be 5.
I mean, my fundamental problem with it is that, hey, Seth, it's a 40-minute game. It's 1 period.
Yeah, it's a half.
Got to win in 40 minutes. That's it.
I own Razor. How are you liking Kentucky's play? I actually have not watched. I don't know because I haven't watched Kentucky.
I don't watch that much Kentucky.
Other than Maxey is sort of the star. That's as far as I know. We're gonna have to jump in there and probably as things get later in the season, we'll have to watch a little bit more so that we're more informed about the
Yeah,
NCAA
the other
bracket.
teams. Yeah,
So we
I
do our
agree.
bracket. Yeah. And Eric here.
Information on joining the Discord.
You should just be able to follow the link, or just go to just open the Discord app and hit join a server, and then put in that. Put in the link there.
What link?
The Discord server link.
Yeah, how does he get it on YouTube?
Oh, it's at the bottom. It scrolls through the bottom of the screen.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he can't copy and paste that.
You're right. So I can give it.
Should just put it as like the topic at the bottom of it. Just put the links to Twitch, put the links to YouTube, put the links.
Yeah, actually, I can do that.
Like 3 or 4 of them. Make it easy for y'all.
I will put it into the bottom. It's the
Yeah, 100% hypnosis. We're not playing well. We're actually a way better team than this, and unfortunately, it's just one of those games. I mean, we kind of touched on it before when we were talking about NC State games. It's one of those environments. Every single time, every single year we come and play here, it is always a pain. It's always difficult. It's looking like last year's Louisville game.
You know what?
100%.
I would be
I don't
totally okay with that.
I mean, as long as it ends up the same way, I'm totally fine with that. But no, I completely agree. I mean, in my opinion, I think the halftime team talk right now is all about effort. It's all about on the defensive end.
All right, the Discord link's in the description at the bottom.
It's all about the defensive end right now and the effort that we're able to put out. So hopefully that's going to be changed, and we'll have a better second half to come. Quick question. I mean, did you watch the 3-point contest?
Did we watch the 3-point contest?
Yeah. Did you watch the 3-point contest?
No, I did not. What happened?
Oh no, they just different format. It was like you shoot from all 5 spots,
right?
But between the second and third spot, so between the top of the key and like the corner or like the elbow, you can step back, or you have to get to the top of the key. You have to step back and take a 30-footer.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And it counts like as 3 points.
Oh, well, it should be like 4, but anyway.
Yeah, 3 or 4 points. But I thought it was really cool. For everybody out there, we kind of just throw in some other comments about basketball, but I thought
the association.
I thought the NBA. I thought the entire All-Star weekend was so much fun. I actually watched like most of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the format was done really well. By the way,
except highway robbery in the dunk contest.
Oh well, yeah, yes, with the Aaron Gordon thing.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. Highway robbery as well. What he's saying, he's just not going to compete anymore. Which is like, it's like, all right, guys, I'm done. Like, come on.
He should though. It's ridiculous. He had 350s on 3 dunks, like in a row. You should just win. Like that's it. It's over. Like it's done. I thought that was kind of like, granted, yeah, I know Dwayne Wade's like, that's his player. It's Miami Heat, but like, to be honest with you, winning a dunk contest, like your name actually goes down in history. Like I know.
Well, I mean, MJ did what, 3 of them, right?
Yeah, but it goes down. Like when you look up your Wikipedia, it says won the dunk contest. Buddy Hield had 27 points, and I think and Booker at 26. He hit the last shot to win it, actually.
Wait, are you talking about the Rising Stars?
No, I'm talking. No. Camden's referring to the 3-point contest.
In the 3-point contest.
27.
I'm sorry.
Beat him by 1. He beat him by 1.
Oh, but also to your point though about the dunk contest, like think about like Zach LaVine. Like everybody knows his name because he won the dunk contest, but like I have like heard a thing about him in the NBA.
Yeah, terrible player.
But like I know because he won a dunk contest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, it helps you as a person. Like everybody knows Aaron Gordon because he can dunk and he can jump out of the roof. He's actually a pretty good basketball player. I'll give him that.
Well, yeah,
he's a good NBA player.
But I would love to see some of the I'd love to see some of the folks from the NBL come over, some of the Aussie League that we do. There's like one particular one. This guy Cam Oliver that plays for Cairns. If you want to see some highlight dunks, oh my God, this kid is just spectacular. And obviously, like he plays in Australia, so he's not gonna like the audience doesn't really know about that as much, but he's a highlight reel. when we do some of the NBL streams. All right, let's do a quick stats check here, and let's see if we can figure out what the heck we need to fix, other than everything. Actually, so here's Duke and NC State have both shot 35 shots from the field. NC State has made 15, and we've made 12. So Duke's percentage at 34, NC State at 43, which is actually worse than at some point. I think at halfway through the first half, they were shooting over 50%. So at least they've cooled off slightly. Their three ball has been falling, 3 of 5 for NC State from 3. Duke 1 of 7, so can't get anything to go there. And we're just leaving points at the line, Fran. I mean, 2 of 7.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are the free throw numbers? There's no other way that we're down by that much if we actually only missed 3 shots.
2 of 7 from the free throw line, 6 of 10 for NC State. So +4 for the Wolfpack there from the free throw line. Rebounds actually even. So the interesting thing though is when you talk about effort and like giving it usually shows up in the rebounding column. Right? Like rebounding is an effort game.
I agree with you, but also what are the stats again? Say the stats for the rebounds.
Rebounds, 24 rebounds to Duke, 25 to NC State. And Duke actually 9 offensive boards and NC State 7, Duke with 15 defensive rebounds.
Yeah, but also like half of those offensive boards were literally them passing it to themselves off the backboard.
Yeah, well.
I'm not kidding. But yeah, no, typically, I mean, you're right. Typically, rebounds is a statistic where you can look at it and be like, yeah, it shows effort, it shows who's dominating the game. But in this one, it hasn't really played that much of a factor. I also think that's just because of the lineups we've been playing. I don't think there's a size lineup that we've really tried to stick with, or I don't think rebounding is the problem in this game.
All right, so maybe in chat, maybe you have an opinion on exactly what the problem is. Fran, give us yours here. Chat, feel free to chime in because you guys are as much a part of this as we are. So let's hear it.
So I mean, right now the problem is the defensive end. There's not that much communication. There's little effort. And for us, we feed off of the defensive end to be able to propel our offense. But on the offensive end of the ball, we need to start running sets. We need to do something because however we score, I think you touched on it before. I don't get how we scored. Like it doesn't I feel like we can't repeat it or we can't score again. Like you're never going to score the exact same way every single time. Yeah, but we can't consistently score. And I think that's just kind of the problem.
So I'm a little concerned.
I think this is also NC State is factoring in a lot of this.
Yeah.
I think NC State is playing very well. They're playing very well in the defensive end. They've had a few calls go their way. I mean, they're playing well. They showed up.
So seriously, our shot selection should take it more to the rim, not leave with a short jump shot. So here's my concern. I saw a stat before we jumped on live, and it was saying that Tre Jones and Cassius Stanley are shooting 25% from 3 since the loss to Clemson, which is alarming.
23%.
And it's been the better part of a month that it's been that bad.
Now, my question for you, is that an anomaly or can they just not shoot?
No, I think this is an anomaly. I mean, Cassius Stanley can shoot the 3. There's no Tre Jones' shot last year was questionable, and he came back into school to improve it. And so I don't expect Tre to be making 3-pointers at a 50% clip. I do expect Cassius Stanley to be making shots from the outside because I don't think he's just a dunker. That's not. But so the other thing that's missing is Cassius Stanley has 2 points. We're missing the crazy dunk by Cassius Stanley.
Yep.
And we need if we're gonna get this thing going, we need an energy booster. And it's to your point, it's something that's gonna come off a defensive steal. It's gonna lead to a run out. It's gonna lead to a Tre Jones pass into a Cassius Stanley dunk, and then and then we're off to the races. I think.
I mean, Chad is right about the shot selection. I do completely agree with that. This is kind of what we did at the UNC game too. Our shot selection in the UNC game was actually very good.
Hmm.
If we didn't make the shots,
Especially late in the
but
game.
it was very good. Yes, and that's what we need to like kind of go back to. I would love to be able to get like a shot map and a heat map of where the shots are kind of falling right now and how many we've shot for Duke or where they've come from. Because to be honest with you, I feel like they're not in the paint where we typically thrive so far through this game.
Okay, so ask and you shall receive. Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, Jason, completely agree with you. Hurt and Baker having 0 points. These are the people that we need to be stepping up off the bench or even starting. I think they may. I don't think they started, but they need to at least get 10 to 15 points a game. At least 10 points for this game to be able to put us in. Are you pulling up the heat map?
I am.
They have it live?
Yeah, they do. All
Look
right,
at this.
here's a shot chart. Oh, God.
Look at this, Duke Nation.
It's horrific.
Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if we're right. We could be completely wrong.
But where are the
Where are misses, right? Circles are good. Squares are misses. It's actually really interesting for everybody in chat to look at. No, go back.
What do you mean go back? Go back to what?
Not this crazy.
Oh, not this crazy colorful thing?
Yeah.
So I think these are actual jump shots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we've made more than 4.
These aren't because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 shots.
Yeah, but we've made 12. So here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The layups and dunks don't show up because they're like right at the rim.
Oh, they're like right under.
They're like rim. Right at the rim, so they would just all like show up like right in the small circle.
We're kind of right about not having very good shot selection. If you look at the shots that are missed, you have number 3, which is by the elbow. Typically,
3 is the player, so that's Trey.
Oh, it's the player.
Yeah, it's the player. Yeah.
Trey needs to stop shooting mid-range like that then.
Yeah. NC State has this ridiculous one over half court. This is silly. Yeah, Zach Butler, Duke all the way. I mean, we got to make better shots. We got to start knocking them down. I totally agree. How do you see the game in Argentina? I don't actually know.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Do they have ESPN? I don't know.
It's kind of hard. Well, I mean, we'll call it for you. We'll show selected plays, and replays as they come up.
Hurricane Dorian just comes storming into our chat.
Dorian. Yes.
Oh,
well played.
Is that not Dorian? What's Dorian?
I believe it's the I in front of the
Dorian.
A. Okay, it's another announcer fail.
I just talk.
Oh yes, but the Duke shot selection poor here tonight. You know what? I am still not all that worried about this. I will start panicking.
Yeah, I'm not. But I also think it's just because of the weirdly when we cast these games, I never feel worried. But when I'm watching them by myself, I'm like bugging out.
Look, we got to inspire confidence here amongst our Duke faithful. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. AOC would be a threat, but he seems to only be able to shoot against Syracuse. Actually, that is AOC seems to only be able to shoot against Syracuse. That is actually a real thing. That's like not. That is not. Okay, it's a real thing. The stats are completely in support of that. And so here you go. Duke, the 15-point deficit, largest deficit since 2016, and only come back from 15 points down twice, one of which was against Louisville, of course, last year. And Vernon Carey is going to draw a foul right off the bat. We're actually going to foul right off the bat. And that's not a good way to start.
If anybody was looking at me while I was thinking so much, I was looking at Camden's comment about Vernon Carey being similar to Marvin Bagley, and I'm going to agree with you on that. And they
Because
both also had defensive struggles. Both left-handed post players. Carey's bigger, but both
that's trouble.
explosive as well. Both typically didn't extend their game more beyond 3-point line, and Carey probably does it way more than Bagley ever did. The one difference I would have to say is that Bagley could actually shoot 3 free throws, and was a little better on the defensive end, but still exposed.
Matthew Hurt now back in. The starting lineup here back in for the Blue Devils. It is Carey, Moore, Hurt, Goldwire, and Trey Jones, as that is a foul on Manny Bates from NC State. That will be his third foul here, as Vernon Carey is going to go to the line shooting 2. And we really need to make free throw. Like, we have been really good at the free throw line these last couple games. Like,
I wanted to say
this is killing us.
Key to the second half is literally those free throws, because what Ritz just said also at the halftime of how we've only made 2 of 7 free throws. That's 5 points difference right there. Like, they're giving us the game. We just need to take it.
Oh my goodness, misses the first one and also happens to miss the second one, but I think that's going to be out on NC State.
No, it's
and the
out
ref,
on us.
That same ref just can't get a call right here, as he gives the ball back to NC State. So 2 of 9 now from the free throw line. My God. Wow, 5 points would be huge. It would be a 10-point contest here. I tell you, if we do end up losing this thing, we're going to look at the free throws, and that's going to be the story. Here's the Funderburk screen, and effectively, actually, as Funderburk gets the rebound, and he's going to go in and get fouled, and that's going to be an and 1 for Funderburk. I blame Seth Greenberg. I blame Seth Greenberg.
Duke.
Oh, Funderburk there with the and 1. So it is now a, I'm going to have to do math. It's an 18-point lead for NC State. And Duke not looking good so far. Just all out of sorts offensively and defensively. Jordan Goldwire now in the paint there and going to just turn it over. I think he had the right idea, but honestly, I would have just gone up with it because Vernon Carey had good position to rebound if he missed. Another turnover here for the Blue Devils. So basically between missed free throws and turnovers, his trip to Raleigh has become a bit of a nightmare as Johnson goes in but can't finish. Rebound down to the Blue Devils, tipped outside by Matthew Hurt, and Trey Jones going to go the other way. Trey Jones just too soft, and Matthew Hurt with the putback. Matthew Hurt's going to get fouled and go to the free throw line.
Let's go. That's it right there. Hurt. Let's get those points on the board, baby.
Now Hurt's got to show up at the free throw line and hit free throws. The problem is that free throw shooting is contagious in both directions, actually. Yeah, it's like the plague. Shooting 2 here is Matthew Hurt. I don't know what to say, brother. Holy cow. That is... Wow, he missed the first one. All right. And he's going to miss the second one too. This is trouble. Oh my God. Wow. Johnson by NC State driving in here. Defense holds up. Wow, man. Bryce back to Johnson. Johnson being guarded for Wendell. 7 seconds on the clock. Johnson just goes by Wendell, gets up and gets the roll. We almost had really good defense there for 30 seconds, and Johnson decides to just lay that one in. It's a 20-point contest here in Raleigh. You know, Justin was not feeling good about this game as we were going in here. And finally, Trey Jones with the pass there to Vernon Carey. All right, let's put it this way. If we come back, it would be the greatest comeback that Duke has done this season. Actually, well,
Yeah.
UNC was
No.
pretty good.
Yeah, UNC is still better.
It would be pretty. The deficit was bigger though. The UNC never got beyond like 13, I think. Just gotta get on a bit of a run here. Just a bit of a run. NC State inbounding. They got baseline out of bounds play for the Wolfpack. Matthew Hurt defending on the outside. Good defense actually by Matthew Hurt. Oh my God.
I feel like
He
the
can't
Hurricane
miss.
in chat is like our dad.
Yeah. Johnson can't miss, and that's a
Oh my
turnover
lord.
from Matthew Hurt right into the hands of NC State. The pass up ahead, and NC State is going to finish by timeout. Timeout.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Timeout. This actually looks exactly like the Louisville game from last year. Even the opposing team's color is the same. And we even have the ESPN B crew commentating, which is why we're out here. And Matthew Hurt for
thank
3.
God. Thank
Finally.
God. I mean, dude, we're still down by 20. It's not like we
relax.
can back.
Matthew Hurt. Relax. This looks exactly like the Louisville game from last year. We've seen it before. Helms. Outside shot from NC State. That hits off the front. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No way. It literally touched every part of the rim.
Literally every section, the front rim, and it wanted to roll off. And it didn't. Foul by NC State's Devon Daniels. That's his second, as Trey Jones is going to find himself at the line. Who shot that 3, by the way? Oh, Funderburk. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What the hell? This is bad. All right, so that 4 minutes was not something to be forgotten. And yeah. Ione Razor, there you go. Thank you for the sub.
Thank you, Ione.
Welcome
Razor,
to the Cameron Crazies.
Thank you.
Fortunately, I wish it could have been on a better night. That's okay. Thank you for everybody hanging out with us here. We're bringing you the Duke NC State game, which has just taken a turn for the worse here in Raleigh. You know, the thing about if we do end up losing this thing, at least I don't have to make highlights. Which is really bad because our highlights have been doing really well because they've been really good. But I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do with these ones.
Duke is the best team. Yes, unfortunately, not right now.
It's just like
we're just off.
We're just off.
And they're on.
Just off.
They are on.
Okay, yeah, it's going in both directions. Like NC State is just out like to get us at this point. They are just hunting. They're hunting Blue Devils. And there's your necessary wolf pack hand wolves. Oh dear. This is not looking good. Really, I mean, Vernon Carey here with 11 points. Trey Jones with 8. Cassius Stanley with 2. Goldwire with 2. O'Connell with 2. There's nothing here. There's like nothing.
Yeah,
there's literally
Camden's
nothing here.
Comics cracks me up.
Which one?
Here comes the full court press. If only we had a 6'7", 275 pounder with the number 1 on the back.
If we had Zion Williamson.
Yeah, I wish, man.
Yeah, it would be.
It would be incredible.
I would like to see, though, it's a good point, because at this point, coach just has to challenge them and be like, and challenge their manhood.
It's on you.
It's on you. Like, and the full court press is completely appropriate. Like, we should totally do it. And just try, we got to throw a different look at him. Like, because clearly what we've been doing has not been working. It just hasn't worked. It just hasn't worked. Still, 2 of 8 from the line. I don't know if I would feel better about an 18-point game versus a 23-point game. But All right, back here out of the timeout. I believe it is state ball.
I almost need to take a picture of getting
what?
trolled so hard by Dorian.
Oh.
Rain.
Tre Jones at the line, and he actually converts a free throw. Chat, we have made a free throw. Wow. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. We have actually made a free throw. And Jones he made 2!
Of course it's Jones. If anybody, it's him.
Finally. All right. 21-point margin here at 15:28 to go. They didn't actually bring the full court press out, but they are playing up on their man defense. Matthew Hurt still in the game here. We've talked about his defense. Hasn't been the best, but his defense right there on Johnson was pretty good. That's an air ball. Great pass outside from Carey to Tre. Tre just going to slow it up. Wait for our Duke Blue Devils there. And the Tre Jones with the mid-range jump shot. Let's go here. Tre Jones.
Yeah, I mean, Tre Jones there sees two shots go down at the free throw line, gets right back to the spot, shoots a free throw line jumper, knocks it down, 4-point swing.
Tre Jones is going to have to take over. Tre Jones is going to have to take over. And Duke now with the hard defense out there. That's Bryce. Bryce going to try to go in. He's got to
it's got to be a moving screen inside.
Yeah. In any case, that's a miss, and it's a rebound back down to Matthew Hurt. So here's the third missed shot for NC State. Tre Jones going to take over mode. Tre Jones to the rack with the right hand and the finish. All right, 17-point game. Now I feel a little bit better.
Stones.
Now you're saying, well, if we had those 6 points, it'd be an 11-point game, and we'd feel okay about it.
It would be an 11-point game.
NC State trying to go in here. Oh, rejected by Carey.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would have loved to have seen that timeout.
Don't know what they're doing here. The refs just are completely confused. Victoria Nesmith, yes, Duke rally. We just get the rally caps on, chat. Just let's go. We honestly, if we stop them, if we get a stop here in a bucket, it's going to be a timeout by NC State, as the refs are going to go to the monitor because apparently they're blind and can't see who that was out on, even though it's clearly, all right, chat, you be the judge. That's a block. Fran, you got quiet there with your mic.
Oh, can you not hear me?
Nope.
Oh. Hello?
No, I lost you.
Oh, shit, really? I didn't do anything. Can you hear me now? Hello?
All right, so we're having a mic issue there for a second, as we'll try to get him back.
Hello?
Maybe it's just on my end. Try now?
Hello?
Yeah, all right. It's just on my end then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I switched to Discord. Oh, everybody can still hear me. It's just you.
It's just me, apparently.
I was just saying hi to chat multiple times on purpose.
Okay. All right, I think... Oh, you had switched it out. Okay, I think we're good. All right, we're good. Thank you, chat. We're good. Sorry, some little technical difficulties here. It's okay.
What are they looking at? It's their ball.
Yeah, it is NC State ball. See.
Oh, what? It's a flagrant?
Wait, what just happened? Wait, what? They called taunting or something? Wait a second! They just gift 2 points to NC State? What? Are you kidding?
This is a flagrant foul on Carey.
How? What?
He didn't do anything.
That is terrible. That is horrific. Wow, that is so bad. So bad. The 3-pointer for NC State rims out because it knows that wasn't a foul. Are you kidding? There's no way. Geez, NC State needs to toughen up, yo. Tre Jones now going to go into takeover mode as well. Jordan Goldwire thought about the 3. Goldwire now in the paint. Goldwire with the shot there. Vernon Carey with the rebound. And Vernon Carey gets fouled by Funderburg on the rebound. Absolutely. That's a real foul.
So
Jesus.
They called the flagrant not on like the shot block, but Carey
They
like
called it off the
trying
ball.
to get around his man.
They called it completely off the ball. And like I would understand if it was like a hit to the head or something, but it's like not. It was terrible.
And how does he mean to do it? He is literally going to try and block it.
Yo, that should
And
count. That should count. But the ref that has it out for Duke is the same one.
Wow.
Is not going to count it.
It's the guy at the bottom of the...
It's the guy at the bottom of the screen. He's the one that hates Duke. I don't actually know who that foul was on. I think it was on Johnson. We'll catch that up here. And here's Stanley now on inbounding again. Stanley going to drive in hard. Stanley going to get his own rebound, and he's going to miss it twice. Cassius Stanley. That's a foul. That's a foul if I've ever seen.
That's a foul.
That's a foul.
That's a foul.
Wow, that's a foul.
That's a bad foul.
All right, look, I can call that one. That's a foul on Matthew Hurt. Okay, that's a foul on Matthew Hurt. I'll give you that one, State. That was a bad foul. That was a bad foul. I'll give you that. All right. Inbounding again. Here's NC State trying to go up. The runner is no good. Rebound down to Wendell Moore. Wendell Moore gives it ahead to Trey Jones. Trey Jones going to pick and pop. Trey Jones for three.
There we go. We can start.
Trey Jones up to 17 points on the night so far. Here we go, Devils. All right, and here's Johnson trying to take the screen from Funderburg. No, now the switch on to Carey. Cassius Stanley up by Devon. Funderburg down low. Oh, he's an offensive foul! That's an offensive foul! It's a rebound down to the Blue Devils anyway. Wendell Moore going to try to take this one. Slows it up. Jones down to Carey. Carey off the backboard!
Here we go.
5-0 run by the Blue Devils brings this back down to 14. NC State is going to take a timeout here. 30-second timeout for NC State.
We're rumbling, boys. We're rumbling.
That's it. Nicely done. Keep it going. I love it. I love it. And we have a timeout at the 12:27 mark as Duke is on a bit of a run. I believe this is going to be a full timeout, may even double as the media timeout for NC State as we get the foul situation all sorted out. Fran, I'm liking this. This is the defense turning into offense here.
Yep. Is the defense turning into offense? It's also the team waking up. And this is really where you see kind of Duke is able to excel. Is where we're able to get the defense working for us in the offensive end. But also at the same time, we're taking better shots. Sorry, yawn. It's late. We're taking better shots. And yeah.
Chad sniffing the comeback. I'm with you on this one. Here we go. Look, here's the thing. We come out of this timeout. I gotta pour some more water here because we're gonna need it for this down the stretch. We're gonna need it, chat. We're gonna need all the water we can get. Keep ourselves ready to go. And look, if this thing becomes a 10-point game by like the 10-minute mark, we're rolling. We're rolling at this point. And who hit that final shot? That was Trey, right?
Trey, he hit 3.
17, 13. No, that was Carey. Carey's up to 13 now. Sorry, it should be 45-59 here in favor of NC State, actually. But Duke only down 14 now. Now this is the point where I'm like, yeah, you're right. Those 6 points would have been really, really handy.
Seriously.
Because it would be an 8-point game, and you're like, well, we're like, this is totally a new game at that point. We're like totally in it. So... All right, chat. We've got some NC State fans. We've had some Kentucky fans come by. We have Duke Nation that has absolutely showed up. This is Ritz and Fran bringing you the live call streamcast here of Duke NC State. Live from PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina, just about 25 minutes down the road from our Duke Blue Devils home in Cameron. Hope you're all enjoying. Make sure you drop a sub and a like and come back as we do just about all of these games now here. We'll be back for Virginia Tech on the weekend. Rain or shine, of course. Abram Johnson there with the Let's Go Duke in chat. Let's get the rally going here. We really appreciate everybody hanging out and sharing our passion here for the Blue Devils and the game with us. Of course, the two stars that have shown up, Vernon Carey and Tre Jones. It's sort of been the mantra for Duke. That's been the recipe. You ask how are we going to score? Well, it's Tre and
this is
Tre
the only recipe we have.
Pretty much. There, finally, that looks like a real set. That looks like a real play to get down low to Carey. NC State out of the timeout here. There's Bryce to Devon, to Daniels rather. Being guarded by Goldwire. Here's the high screen by Bates, and Devon's going to try to put up a long two. That's just going to fall to Wendell. That was a bad, ill-advised shot. Wendell calling for the screen by Carey. Carey going to go to work down low. Carey with the and one. Let's go, baby. Come on. Carey just going to work on his man down low.
Let's go.
I think was that on Bates?
Let's go. Yes, sir.
If that was on Bates, that's his fourth. Here's
right?
The replay chat. There it is. Vernon Carey down low on the block, just asserting himself. We'll figure out who and he just misses the free throw. Are you kidding me? NC State on the run out. No, that's out of bounds on NC State. Doesn't matter. Tre Jones has the pickup. Over to Vernon Carey. Vernon Carey going to go high off the glass. Oh, can't finish. Damn it. And a reach-in foul there by Tre Jones. Oh, we got really excited there for a second.
That was a 10-point. That was a 10-point game right there.
That would have been the 10-point game right there. We've hit the under 12.
Free throws, man. It's not that hard.
Wow, the free throws are killing us. We're gonna look back at this game if we like
it's free throws.
We're gonna look back at this game and be like, "Yo, the free throws, man." Oh my god, the free throws. All right, I gotta check who that foul was on. And I think that is going to be Bates. Let's Funderburg 2, Bryce with 2. Huh. Daniels with 2, Bryce with 2. I don't know. I thought that was number 7, though, for NC State in this half, so we'll check that out. Yep, so that's how we lost to SF Austin, not making free throws in that case in the SF Austin game. Absolutely. 14. Yeah, okay. So actually the foul count is accurate. Yeah, we were down to UNC with less time to play. This is totally doable. It's a 12-point game with 12 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's not. Now it's not as much as it a comeback. It's just we're down by 12 and we need to win.
So, during the NC State game, during the Carolina game, there was a moment in that game I remember I think it was like with 5 minutes to go, you were like, Duke's woken up. And I was like, wait, what? Like, what are you talking about? And then, like, we actually had that crazy run, and we ended up winning.
You can see it. You literally see it in how they play defense. It's incredible. It's like, oh, yeah, well, let's try. It blows my mind. It's really frustrating. It's got to be one of the most frustrating things
ever. Not going to lie, Duke really only has 2 reliable players. Well, that's kind of where it's been, right? Like, unfortunately, it's...
Yeah.
The problem... Stanley was... This is why I'm so frustrated, because Stanley has been that third scorer for us for so much of this season. And, like, he's got 2 points. Like, we're literally missing... Cassius Stanley could hit his average of, like, 14. Like, that's the game. There's the deficit, right? And granted, like, he did not play last game against Notre Dame. He got poked in the eye. They kept him out for, like, precautionary reasons. But yeah, like, I feel like Matthew Hurts has only 3 points tonight. It is the Vernon Carey and Tre Jones show, and, like, they can only put up so many points. I suppose, I mean... Well, if they want to put up 35 each, I'll take it. But like, all right, coming out of the under 12 timeout, NC State now hasn't looked good for the last several minutes, and Duke is on a bit of a run. Now only down 12. The Blue Devils on the floor. Stanley, Carey, Wendell, Trey, and Goldwire. And Wendell hits a hard screen, and his man Braxton Beverly gets free and hits a mid-range jump shot there. So 14-point lead now for NC State. They get 2 points back, and Vernon Carey down low. Vernon Carey gonna finish. Vernon Carey gonna finish over Bates, and that's his fourth.
Sorry. It's not and one. It's just foul.
No, it is and one.
Not and. We don't make those.
Oh, we don't make those. Yeah, tonight we don't make those. Actually, Bates has now fouled out. That was his fifth. Sorry, correction.
It's just a foul.
Correction. Bates with 5. And Vernon Carey, that is a high arcing shot, and it actually goes!
Yes! We made a free throw!
11-point game. Here we go. Which, actually, that's NC State's height gone. We should go to Vernon. The ball's got to go through Vernon Carey every time. Every time down the floor, Vernon Carey's going to use a touch.
11 points with 11 minutes. Let's go.
And here's Funderburg. Funderburg now. Oh, great defense there by Trey Jones, denying Johnson the pass, but Johnson gets it anyway. Johnson trying to go. Oh, off Vernon Carey. Vernon Carey disrupts the shot. Well done by Carey. Now Cassius Stanley in there.
All right, relax. Give it back to Trey.
Goldwire.
Please.
Trey. All right, Duke actually running some real offense here. Funderburg now on Vernon Carey down low. Vernon Carey's been working Trey Jones. That's too long of a shot, but the rebound to Carey, and he loses it off his foot.
Fell in his hands.
It was in his hands. It was in his hands.
Literally in his hands.
Wow, God. I feel like almost our best offense is just a missed shot and having Carey just like vacuum clean it. Vacuum cleaner down low. Vernon Carey now has a double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds for Carey, as Johnson gets this one over. This is Funderburg, and Funderburg's going to take a mid-range shot. That is in and out. So now another opportunity here. Duke, and a chance to bring this thing within single digits. Duke, Trey Jones gets it out to Moore. Okay.
Just run the offense.
Just run Moore with a spin move. Moore off the glass. Oh, too much ISO play.
What did I say?
Too much isolation play, man. Too much.
20 seconds left in the shot clock.
I know. Here is Johnson for. Oh my God, Johnson for 3. Wow, we had 2 opportunities there to bring this thing down. Jeez. Trey Jones, Goldwire looking for 3. That shot is no good. Nobody can hit a shot other than Trey Jones and Goldwire, and the ball is back to NC State. Oh. Oh, boy.
That's
really a big swing.
Yeah, that was really disappointing.
Even the Kentucky fans
trying
to help us.
The second I read that, I cracked up.
Oh, my God. I love it.
Oh, man.
Even the Kentucky fans trying to help our Blue Devils tonight. And Johnson, oh, that was almost a strip there by Delorier. Oh, man. All right. As we hit the 9:16 mark, NC State up by 14. Wanted to welcome in all the viewers here as we're calling the game live from PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Blue Devils have trailed the entire game, finding themselves down by as many as 25 points earlier in this half. And Javin now outside on Johnson. Duke with its opportunities, however. Johnson going to put up a long-range jump shot. That's off the front iron. And here's Duke in transition. Cassius Stanley, take it yourself, buddy. Take it all the way to the rack, and one by Cassius Stanley. That's it. There it is. Cassius Stanley, and here's your replay. Tip it out, Javin. Damn it.
Now you realize why we beat UNC? We have so much practice by missing free throws.
Oh, jeez. That was bad. Man, that would have been a huge swing, too. That would have been a 9-point game if Goldwire. That would have been a massive shot here. Still a 12-point game. Johnson again for 3, in and out. Blue Devils dodging a bullet there. Oh, and Funderburg with the putback.
Yeah,
and the
everybody
and
knows how
one.
I feel about Goldwire shooting, but I'm not going to harp on it. But unfortunately, it just kind of fell to the person you don't want to take that shot there.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but that's kind of how it happens sometimes.
Jack Ritter there in chat. Sorry that message got held up for a sec. Says he's a Kansas fan and he knows our plight. I actually don't know who that foul was on for Duke. We have to update the fouls for Duke. They're not accurate. Apparently we have 7 in that shot. And 1 is good for Funderburg. So still a 15-point contest here with 8:30 to go. It's actually gone in the opposite direction here for our Blue Devils as Trey Jones is just going to put in the runner. That shot is too difficult. And NC State now out back on the run on the other side to Funderburg. Back to Johnson. Back to NC State. And that 2-pointer is not going to go. Helms can't finish. Duke now going the other direction. Trey Jones for 3. Front iron. Rebound Trey Jones. And he's fouled by Helms. That's his 4th.
Wow, this has just been bonkers.
This has been this back.
What is going on?
Trey Jones going to go to the line now as NC State is in the bonus.
And hey, Jack Ritter, Kansas fan, appreciate you guys. Appreciate this. Actually, I guess you're not supporting us, but I guess you're supporting us going through this with us. But yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it happen to your team, and it definitely happens to our team. It's unfortunate.
And Kansas and Baylor, the big matchup here this weekend. Kansas going into Waco, Texas, to take on number 1 Baylor. And oh my God, the free throw, and I can't believe it.
Yeah, you only have empathy because we're missing so many free throw shots.
I can't believe it. 5 of 17. Are you kidding me? 5 of 17. Yo, that's like, oh my God. That's
like
lot.
Your 3-point shooting percentage.
That's like your 3-point shooting percentage, right? That's not a free throw count. That's a shooting percentage from 3. Devon Daniels down low, and Funderburg finishes over Carey.
I was gonna say that's literally what people shoot like in the NBA, like normal game.
Wow, that should have probably been a travel on Trey, but that shot doesn't go. And the turnover, Joey Baker with the active hands, up ahead to Trey Jones. Trey Jones go to Carey. Carey can't finish. No, he gets fouled. Fouled by Funderburg. That's his 3rd foul, and Carey will be at the line shooting 2 when we come back. God. Nothing going here for the Blue Devils. Just not good at all.
Oh, unfortunate. They gave us the avenue to come back. It's not really a tactics thing. It's not really a...
Yeah, we had our opportunities.
We had the opportunities. Yeah, 100%.
We had the opportunities to bring this thing within 10, and then you say if you bring this thing to a single-digit game, you're like, all right, we're in it. It's like totally.
Also, Ion Razor, you asked, how did you guys meet? We were forced to meet each other. We're actually brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Not by choice.
No. Cassius Stanley, Trey Jones. Let's make sure we get the foul count updated for all you checking the stats here live with us.
I love seeing the activity in chat. Everybody talking to each other. It's great. It's fantastic. All fans are welcome. Kentucky fans, Kansas fans, whatever fans. You don't like any of these teams, it's fine. Always coming out. Just try to make it a good community for sports on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right.
Yeah. This is just not one of those games. Yeah.
I mean, so now it's a 17-point game with 7 minutes to go. I mean, there's a chance. There's a chance here. I'm not ready to call this thing over. And we're not, like, going anywhere, so we're going to have to tough it out. Yeah. The stream doesn't end just because Duke's losing. Man, a lot of games that were going back and forth there. Talking Kansas, talking Auburn, talking Georgia. I love it. I love it. These are all teams that we're going to have to keep an eye on come tournament time.
Yeah, the teams that we do not want to run into.
We do not want to run into. But at some point, we're going to have to beat good teams. So the problem is, well, talking about tournament time, I mean, you run into teams that are looking to try to get or marquee wins, right? And NC State
Yes.
being one of them. Like NC State, a team pretty much on the bubble. Like I don't, at 7-7 in the conference. Like I don't know if they're in or out at this point. My guess is that they're probably on the outside looking in, looking for a marquee win at home against a top 10 team and a top 10 and a team at the top of the conference. So, but don't forget, we have a game against NC State back in Cameron in 2 weeks. So that's going to be a revenge factor. Yeah.
Oh, there's no bunch of turning teams in this chat. Yeah, except UNC.
See, Kansas down by 12 with 2 minutes to go in Morganton at West Virginia. I'm not losing hope. I'm just saying it's going to be a little difficult. Vernon Carey now at the free throw line. And if we could actually hit a free throw, that would help the cause. Yes, Vernon Carey gets the first of the true free throws. He's got 19 points so far tonight. We just got to put a Duke. I'm telling you, you get this thing down to the under 4 timeout, and it's a single-digit game. It's totally different. Vernon Carey's free throw goes in there. He hits the second one. 20 points tonight for Vernon Carey to go along with his 12 rebounds probably at this point, as it is now a 15-point game. NC State now out rebounding Duke, actually, and there's the hustle. And here's Daniels, who just goes right off the dribble, just way too easy, right off the dribble. Daniels, no resistance to the rim, and he's got 20 points for the Wolfpack there. Vernon Carey's going to think about a three. Vernon Carey's going to take a three. I don't know why. Cassius Stanley with a rebound there, offensive board. Actually, Trey Jones not in the game at the moment. Fran, what do you make of this?
I'm confused by this.
Joey Baker tries to bank it in, and it goes halfway down, but doesn't fall for Duke.
Do you think there's an injury? Why are you get?
No, I don't think. I hope it's not an injury here. Yeah, if we had hit the free throws, this would have been and we were shooting free throws at 70, 73, 70, between 70 and 73%. Like that would have been pretty good, because now it's been 19 and we're like, what, 5 of 19, something crazy. Carey now in the paint. Carey driving hard. Can't get. Also, if we had hit layups, that would have helped. Boy, that would have helped. 6 minutes to go. Still a 15-point margin in favor of NC State. NC State just kind of content to run clock at this point. Shot clock down to 6. And Johnson goes in. That's no good. The putback, however, by Funderburk. Vernon Carey's just got out hustled. Wow. Can we put in John Shire?
I'm like...
Oh, and it's Cassius Stanley is a turnover, and this is just going to be a run out by Daniels. Daniels going to go, and he's going to get fouled. It's a basket-saving foul by Baker. But Baker is going... But Daniels is going to go to the line. Baker, no points tonight either. Wow.
Yeah. Jack Ritter's comments very accurate about Vernon Carey, actually.
Yeah.
Should just put Coach K in the
No,
game.
I'm pretty sure Coach K
got no knees, man.
Has no knees, yeah.
Except probably shoot better than free throws.
I guess he could shoot from the free throw
You don't
line.
need knees to shoot free throws.
I mean, delayed the go. I mean, to his point, like we've been looking for a consistent third scorer for a lot of the season. Trey Jones now back in the game as Devon Daniels hits both of them, actually. We have been looking for a consistent third scorer. It was sort of we thought it was Cassius Stanley, and Stanley seems maybe he's hit some sort of freshman wall. I don't know, but he hasn't been playing as well here of late. And the foul going to go against Funderburk. That's his 4th. Wendell Moore has had good games, but inconsistent.
It's crazy because we fouled out like one of their best players, right? The guy that's guarding Carey, and then this guy's got 4 fouls, 5 minutes left in the game. It's like we're doing all the right things,
and it's like he had 2 points, dude.
Yeah, but he's still the one that has to guard him.
Well, and now Funderburk is guarding him, and he's got 4. So Carey's finally decided to make free
doing
throws.
all the right things. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. This is pretty tough.
If you don't have at least 4 people over 10, you're going to lose. Actually, we don't have any. We only have 2 people over 4.
Yeah.
It's Carey with 22. Oh, you can see it right there. We've been updating them all night. Trey Jones with 17, and no one else. Literally, these two have gotten no help, unfortunately. And that's going to be a foul and an and one. As I'm not even sure if that was Wendell Moore or Joey Baker, but they both got jumped in the air.
Yeah, they both went for the shot
They
fake.
both went for the shot fake. Stanley. Yes, Stanley with only 4 is the biggest anomaly to me. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what's up with that. Bryce converts at the line, so he's got his total. He's got his and one. 22-point lead here for NC State as Carey manages another 2 points down low with the left hand. Duke had its opportunities. We got it to within 11 points, and then NC State managed to push this thing back out to 20. Johnson now just dribbling the air out of the ball at the top of the key as the 13 seconds on the shot clock, and the game clock ticks down to about 4 minutes, 4:05 on the go. And they're going to call a reach-in foul here, which will put NC State back on the line.
I mean, I'm not going to say I said it, but I did say it.
What? Tough game?
Trap game.
Oh, trap game. You did call the trap game earlier. Although, I don't know why it should be a trap game, because we know NC State is always, like, a pest. It's always a tough game. $25 points for Johnson. And I mean, it's kind of your recipe. You got 2 NC State players, Johnson with 25, Daniels with 22. Duke just hasn't shot well. Trey Jones misses that runner there, and the lay-in doesn't go. Oh, boy.
Hello, little man. Little man knows sports. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Thoughts on who wins attorney and player of the year?
Oh, my God. I think it's a little...
That is hard. I guess now we're just not really talking about
at this point, that's another 3-pointer by NC State.
Duke is going to lose, and everybody that is not a Duke fan gets to see 2 Duke fans struggle through it.
At least Carey's going to put up 30.
Carey's going to put out, yeah.
And it's not going to matter, which is unfortunate. We've hit the under 4 timeout.
That is insane if they're shooting 75 from 3.
Yeah, I don't doubt Eric. He's got his stuff straight.
Are we sure Dorian is not Gramps?
Could be.
It totally. If you are, don't take it a bad way, but you just sat like you're saying the same things our father would say.
Yeah. It's okay. Actually, NC State is shooting 66% from 3, so that.
Okay. You cannot win. So if there was ever a formula to win a basketball game that you could somehow create it, the formula by no means allows you to win if your free throw percentage is below the person's 3-point percentage.
Wait. Okay, I'm trying to read chat and catch up. Like, what did you just say?
Like, if somebody created an algorithm like how to win a basketball game, nowhere in that algorithm would it allow you to have a lower free throw percentage than the opponent's 3-point percentage, and they do.
Oh.
So it's impossible to win this game just based off of that fact.
Yeah. The
we
other
are
crazy
literally
thing is
shooting worse from the free throw line.
We've made 9 of 21. NC State has almost made as many 3-pointers as we've made free throws. Yeah. Credit to NC State. I mean,
100%.
They played really well. I mean, they came out firing, and we just didn't. They came out firing. We got punched. We didn't meet them. We didn't match their level of energy, and it was downhill ever since. Pretty much.
And,
But okay, so
yeah,
let's game this one
I
out.
own
So we're
Razor
shooting
throws.
43% from the free throw line. So, okay, if we shot 25%, this should actually be pretty easy because it's a if we shot shoot around 70% from the free throw line. And actually 21 is divisible by 7, so I think this is going to work out for us. So, if we go 7, so 14. No, 70%, 2, 14. What? Is that right? Public math. No,
I've already
15.
failed enough tonight, so I'm not getting
15.
involved.
Okay, so if we shot our normal free throw percentage, we would go 15 of 21, which would actually match NC State. So those would cancel. So that would be +6. The 6 points would put you at 66. So it would just be less bad. It would be at least not a 25-point game. Although it would have made it different. And here's why, though. Because you were saying earlier, it matters that you have when you have the points. I know this is bizarre to think about, but like if we had those 6 points when we were down, like we were down by 11, and we're saying, oh, it'd be really nice to have those 6 points right now.
Right there.
Right.
Yep.
Instead of being down by 11, you're down 5.
It's a game.
And it's like a totally different game,
Totally
right?
different game.
Like the whole feeling of the game. Instead, you end up being down by 11, and then NC State pushes this thing out to 20, and that's like demoralizing as heck.
Yeah, because then they would only push it out to like 10 or 12, and you'd be like, oh, it's still in range if you had those free throws. And yeah, and this is what it says up on the screen right now. I mean, this is significant for the ACC regular season. We do drop to second now behind Louisville.
Yeah, well, that was the NC State thing, was that apparently they move into the next 4 in, whatever the heck that means. It's some like crazy concoction here that they're just doing for views. That's great. Great effort there by Javin. Is the 3-pointer by NC State may as well have gone in, because at this point the tip out by Wendell not as lucky there.
I don't want them to shoot threes because it's going to dilute the stats.
And a foul on Cassius Stanley. Cassius Stanley just having a bit of a nightmare of a night. 3 fouls, 4 points there.
Yeah, so I own Razor here. I can't speak on the Kentucky games. Can't speak on those at all. But you're right. Like, we didn't just lose this game.
We lost. Yeah, we lost bad.
We kind of got blown out.
Yeah, and they're probably going to storm the court.
Yeah, I can't stand when they do that.
It's a bad look.
It's such a bad look.
At the line, Markel Johnson makes it, and he's 1 of 2 at the line. Wendell Moore there, that's Goldwire to Wendell, gives it to Stanley. No carry and no Trey Jones. Looks like they will sit for the rest, and Cassius Stanley just turns this one over, and Johnson there with a lay-in.
I don't think Duke fans have ever stormed the court.
No, you can't. You're not allowed to.
You can't. You're not allowed to. Yeah, exactly.
You're not allowed to storm Cameron. It's not a thing. And there's another turnover. This one by O'Connell. And NC State going the other way at this point. It's just a bit of a mess.
Yeah, Adam Mays, you're correct on the lot of free throws. Too many turnovers. That's exactly why we lost. Well, and
Funderburg there with the emphatic finish. NC State just padding the stat sheet at this point. And what are we going to say, Duke fans? It just didn't work out for us tonight, unfortunately. That's Alex O'Connell up there from the top. Not going to go. Well, we can look ahead to a game back in Cameron against Virginia Tech, a game that we won over in Blacksburg earlier this season. And so, actually, a very interesting game because Vernon Carey didn't play much of the second half of that game. They had to switch strategies, go with a much smaller lineup because the game that Duke was losing actually early on. And so we'll see. This is the turnover now. Jordan Goldwire. And Goldwire is just going to lay this one in. 2 points for Goldwire. They won their first Natty against Kansas. Well, okay, but the Natty isn't, Jack, the Natty isn't a home game. Isn't a game in Cameron. That's the difference. We were saying, can Duke storm the court in Cameron? And no, the answer is no, it doesn't. It cannot. It doesn't ever happen. because no win in Cameron is ever an upset. As that's kind of what we say there. So. All right, so as we tick down the final minutes here, the Hand Wolves have come out in the NC State student section, and the subs are in. Yes, it's not a home game. So, well, that could have gone better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to harp on it and belabor the point. I feel like we said it.
Yeah. yeah. There's just we're not gonna pile on. There's no need to pile on here, chat. We know this wasn't our best game. It happens. We'll drive 25 minutes down the road. We'll go to class Thursday and Friday and get ready for as the Jordan Goldwire hits a 3 from the outside. We'll at least give Goldwire his points there, 7 on the night. Students will, Duke basketball will get back to it Thursday and Friday, and we'll be back and ready to play here on Saturday afternoon. Game against the Hokies. Game against the Hokies, that'll be at 8. It'll be an 8 o'clock tip Eastern, 5 o'clock on the Pacific Coast. Make sure to hit that sub button or drop a like as we end up doing these streams for every game that we can, and we'll be back on Saturday. So if you drop a sub, you'll get notified when we go live. Expect us here
there
anyway.
They go.
Yeah, and there they go in NC State. That's all right. We enjoyed having everybody here in chat with us. It was awesome to have college basketball fans from all schools, actually. Makes for a very interesting chat. And thank you for all the subs, tonight. I know who did we? Let's make sure we get this.
We had Razor sub to us. I own Razor.
Yes, I own Razor. Thank you. And then we had an earlier one as well. Not all of them get shared, so it's kind of tough.
I did not see it move up that much from 187, but
yeah.
Also, not right now, but once we do get to 200, or maybe on the next stream for other viewers that are watching, we will be doing a giveaway at 200 subs.
We will?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We're going to be... Jack Ritter, thank you very much for the sub. All right, so we'll be doing a giveaway, apparently. Actually, the giveaway that I do know about is the one that we're going to be doing for the bracket. So chat was talking about
This is important. Listen, chat.
Okay, this is important. So as a result, starting next game, I'm going to have the Streamlabs thing. The giveaway we will be doing is on Selection Sunday. Everybody come out to this channel on Selection Sunday. We will be doing a live Selection Sunday broadcast. We're just going to show it. Like, as the teams get revealed, we're going to show it here on the channel. We'll have probably 4, our regular, Justin, Eric, you probably, Fran, will be here, and I will be here. 4 of us here. We're going to break down the entire bracket, and we're going to fill out the brackets live on stream. And anyone who's a sub gets to participate in for a grand prize of, we'll call it like some amount of money, probably like $250 or something. And that'll be the easiest money you've ever made. You're going to get to beat us at March Madness. So we'll have that set up. So that should be really fun.
Wait, they got to watch me fill out my bracket?
They got to watch you fill out your bracket.
That's BS.
Live on stream.
They're going to cheat.
No. And it's like, we're not even going to, they're going to be hot takes, man. Delayed the GOAT, thank you very much for the sub as well. And Jack Ritter as well, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So yes, so that's what we have to look forward to. Unfortunately, we don't have a highlight cut to look forward to tonight because I'm not going to go and make highlights of this because there are no highlights to make of this thing. So we will skip the highlight video for tonight, unfortunately. But we appreciate everybody. We will see you all here.
Thank you.
Back on Saturday. Thank you very much for being a respectful chat, especially when we have so many different folks from all types of schools. And all right, that is gonna be it. Not the best night tonight for the Duke Blue Devils. And we're gonna sign off here. We'll see you on Saturday for the game against Virginia Tech.
Thank you very much
from Cameron.
Appreciate
8 o'clock Pacific, Eastern. Cheers, everybody. Good night.